Hello all and welcome.
It's Friday. It's 7 o'clock. It's got to be stream time. Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Conan Exiles. And of course, by normal tradition, we'll start off with the bazaar. This is how it appears for me at this time at the moment of what's in. Pretty much a lot of the regular stuff, but a few new bits as well. Robert, good to see you. Welcome on in. Just gonna drink up my juice before we get going. There we go. Hopefully I don't get too dry. I've still got a bit of this tickly cough, but hopefully we'll be alright. Give it a minute for people to join.
Hi lads.
Cassian, good to see you. Hope you're well.
Hi lads, hey Robert and Kathy Ann.
Stephen Young, good to see you. Welcome on in.
Hi Stephen.
So, yep, we're here once again. Carry on with our playthrough as we've been doing. Not a lot different, I don't think, to last week. Only thing is we've, as I said at the end of last week's stream,
Good, thanks. Your good self.
We've taken Delincia's Cimmerian steel helmet off her and given her the Redeemed Legion now, so she's now actually in the full proper bits that we wanted. If you remember last week, we went and did the Black Keep, which got us the Silent Legion and the Redeemed Legion, so she's now in a normal gear that we like our kind of endgame followers to be in. Let me get out of creative as well, that would help. So yeah, she's now set up, everything's still the same for us. And then I kind of thought we need to do a bit of exploring again. Kind of get around the map a bit more, get a few more places discovered. So what I thought we'd do today, we'll start off here, as you've just seen where we are at the sinkhole. And I think we might go down and take on this dragon while we're here. I think Delincia should be fine, especially with the gear that she's wearing. And then maybe we'll wander up this way and discover this area, which is most of us know is the Black Galleon. Excuse me. And then we'll see where we go from there. So we'll get you to follow. You can stay there. Of course, we've got our trusty elevator in. With this being single player, you can easily pop one of these in when it wants to work. What's going on? Come on. There we go. Now it's working. Hopefully Delincia doesn't just dive in and fall to her death. Because that just would not be good, of course. And of course it's the regular slow elevator, so it takes us ages to get down here. And we have also learnt the Void Forge recipe from here. Hence why Delincia's got her chest piece already. Come on, elevator. Oh. Why are you not fighting? Come on, defend yourself. There we go. Now she is. Get out from the elevator so we don't hit you. Alright. Come on, what are you getting stuck for now? Go over there. Where are you going? Come here. Right. Now that she's organised. We'll go around the outside
Insert
first.
elevator music here.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, we do need some elevator music, don't we? Especially with those ones, how slow they are. Absolutely.
https://streamabs.com/andysgamegens/merch.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Jam. That's the link for the merch store if anybody's interested.
Lucky the elevator went through her. Hi, Jem.
And if anybody is interested, let's see. Hopefully that link will work for it. Thank you for popping that in. There we go. Now Delancey is waking up again. It's because she gets to rest for a week. This is why she doesn't know what she's doing. Excuse me. Gonna have to keep her wits about her for the next 2 weeks after this though. Next weekend and the weekend after, she's gonna be busy. Good job we've got her in the high level gear that we have actually. Right, now there should be, if I've got the right spot, and he's gonna pop up. Ah, there he is.
Work fine. New Summer's drop launching soon. Smiling face with sunglasses.
There we go. We'll go give that guy a couple of taps and we'll let Delancey do the rest, and down he goes. Nice. Let's get him harvested up. Blood crystal golem. We'll definitely need that for the blood crystal if we want them for decoration purposes. So yeah, how's everybody doing? How's your week been? Is everybody ready for the weekend?
Behold the sands of the arena, Market One. Here, the games of mortality are played beneath the sun and the moon.
Hope everybody's had a good week and you've got a nice relaxing weekend coming up. Bring it on. Yeah. Absolutely.
They knew that our retribution would be swift and merciless.
Excuse me.
One of them fought and killed a dragon single-handedly. You are spared the fighting slave. Your job will be cleaning up what is left after the battle.
Yeah, except we're not going to do any cleaning up. We're going to be the ones to do the battle, of course. But that just kind of tells you a bit about what goes on down here. And
Been tiring but fun hanging out with friends. Smiling face.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you need a good laugh. You hang out with some friends, and you can guarantee if they're really good friends, you'll be laughing in less than 5 minutes. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Now this dragon, apparently, according to the lore, was an original proper dragon that, oh, his name escapes me now. Thought there was an NPC, wasn't there, a human?
Kathy and Mannix don't tell the editor.
That defeated it, and then, put the Star of the Champion on it, and it essentially cursed it to always be trapped down here, hence why it's a, like, skeletal dragon. Like bound for eternity. I've got his name in the back. I've got his name in the back of my head, but I just can't think of it. What he was called, the guy that fought the dragon and pinned the Star of the Champion on it. Wowzers! Now I've literally got my damage set exactly the same as official servers, and she's just wiped the floor with that guy again. I was expecting that to go on a bit longer, to be honest. Anything we want? No, not really. I'll hack him up though. Don't know why I'm always doing the extra one, but there we go. Right. That's what we're looking for, Star of the Champion. One of the pieces that we'll need to remove our bracelet. Now if we look at what the staff tells us again. If we follow that again at some point, that will probably actually tell us to come back here and defeat this dragon. So there is a specific order to do them all, and I believe from when we last looked at our staff, the next place we need to go is actually up and around here somewhere. Need to remember the exact spot for where he is, the Barrow King. We need to go and defeat him as well, because we've got the tiers of 2 races from
Almost forgot the like button.
the Kinscourge. We got that from him, so we know we've already got that one. Now we've got the Star of the Champion.
His name is Tyros the Deathbringer.
That's it, thank you. Yep, Tyros the Deathbringer. That was it. The name was at the back of my head and on the tip of my tongue, and I just couldn't think of it. That's the one. Tyros the Deathbringer. Absolutely right. Thank you for that.
Tyros the Deathbringer.
Yep. Thank you. Absolutely.
Smiling face with sunglasses.
And he was a Deathbringer to that dragon, but he brought that much death to it that he cursed it to be stuck in this pit, even in skeleton form. Poor thing. Doomed to an eternity of becoming a skeletal dragon constantly. Poor old dragon. And of course there are many ways that you can get into the sinkhole here. You can go down to the river and go in through that way and fight your way through all the corruption, etc. And all the skeletons, and then you've got the big snake boss. You could do that.
Can't beat hanging out with friends.
Come on, Delincia, where are you? There she is. Is she alright? Yeah, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. Oh, absolutely. Definitely can't. Definitely can't beat it. Right. So yeah, you can go in through... I think is it down here somewhere? Or over here up on this river?
Friends make life bearable.
That's true. Especially if they're friends that understand what you're going through. Absolutely. And then you come in through the arena, I think it's called, into the main dragon arena there, the sinkhole. Excuse me. Or if you're really clever, you could parkour it down the side. Which there is certain ways to do it, and I've attempted that in the past and died a few times. So I wouldn't recommend it. So if you can put some foundations down and put an elevator in, you're going to make life easy on yourself, do it that way. Definitely. Definitely do it that way. Right. So we want to head towards the Black Galleon. We want to be going... Let me get my bearings here. Nope, not that way. I was facing the right way the first time. That way. That way and up and around to the left. Valencia, do you want to...
I had quite an adventure getting my loot back after falling into the sinkhole yesterday by accident.
Whoops. Yeah.
Curse you!
Whoopsie. Yeah, it's no fun, is it, that? Definitely not.
Hi, Kevin.
You picked the wrong fight!
Hi, Kathy and hi, friends.
You tell them, Delincia. You picked the wrong fight. Right, so we want to be going there. Now there is an easier way to get across there. And I can never remember exactly where it is. I don't know if it's over this way or over the other way. Because we're up here. What? Yeah, we don't want to go down there. Right. Let's go this way a little. Oh, right. I know. There we go. Let's head down here. And we'll loop back around. Oh, rock donkeys for Delincia to level up with. Whoa! Head on, I'll send you flying those rock donkeys. Dear me. Anyone else notice that when you're on a horse? Somehow they're not hitting the horse, they're hitting me. Not causing me major damage, which isn't too bad, but nonetheless they were causing some damage. Right. Where are we going? Down this way. I'll tell you what, let's... Oh yeah, down here. Let's get on foot a minute so we can see what's going on a bit more. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. There we go. Right. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend, or is it a nice quiet one? Everybody got nice quiet weekends coming up, or are we going to be busy still? Mine after this, I think ours will be a quiet one. For a change. Oh, are you a salamander? Yes you are, you just spat at me. Not too bothered about harvesting them at the minute. Because we can only carry so much. And I've got to be honest, it feels funny being back on this map. We've been playing a lot of Sipta recently. And obviously spending some time myself and some of my other friends and clanmates have been working very, very hard to get our Sipta map ready for opening. So as I said last week, our Isle of Sipta map, which is, excuse me, slightly boosted again like this map, will be available very, very soon. Just got to make sure that we've got all the final things in place that we want, and then it's absolutely ready before we open it up to the public. So as I said last week, as soon as it is, I will let you know if it's in a stream, if it's near enough to that, or I'll leave a note in the...
mow the yard this weekend. Just had the blade sharpened, now I find out if I put it back on right. I've been playing CK3 and probably gonna spend a chunk of Saturday trying to conquer Britain.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'll whether I was with the server, I'll pop a note in the community tab when it's available. Should be very, very soon, hopefully. I think we're pretty much organised on there almost now. Just 1 or 2 more bits to sort out, I think. Just double check that we're happy with the settings, and then it will be available. So those who do play on console that play on Exile lands will also have the option to play on the Isle of Sipta if they'd like to. Which I've got to admit, it's definitely a learning curve when you don't know it, because it's very different to here, to the Exile lands. But graphically, it's beautiful compared to this map. I'm not saying this map's horrible, but just graphically, it just looks so different. That's why I say it feels weird being back on here and looking at these.
Writing and maybe cut the grass.
Ooh, do some more writing, eh? Very cool. How's it going with the writing, Kathy? I know you were having a bit of a struggle at times recently, weren't you, with ideas? Excuse me. How you've been managed to get some ideas now, and what do they call it? Writer's block, do they call it, or something, when you're not sure what to use, when you have so many different ways you could go with it and don't know which one to use. Gets the same with making videos as well, really. You get to a point where you just, what do I make now, kind of thing, or what needs updating that I've already done. I could do with looking back through a lot of mine, really, seeing what I first did.
A different chapter and move backwards. Sipta is very beautiful, at least when it isn't night time.
Oh yeah, it's very, very dark at night time, isn't it? Even with a torch, you can barely see in front of you. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, to look at the night sky, it's very nice with the, like the stars and everything. But yeah, as soon as you put a torch on and trying to see where you're going, it's just yeah. In the tree, in amongst the trees, it's very dark. It's but lots of fun though as well. Oh, there's Delincia. Where's Horsey? Where are you? Oh, there you are. There we go. The Black Galleon. That, of course, is that huge thing up there. Big ship on a rock. I won't attempt to do it now because I'm not really geared up for it, but just up there somewhere. Let me put my things away. Can't remember the exact spot, but there is a little bit, I believe it's on this side, that if you climb up, so far up, you can climb up and climb in. There's a little cave you can go into. You have to crouch down for it, but there's a little journal that you can pick up called the Rum Runner's Report, is it, or something, or Rum Runner's Recipe. Can't remember the exact name for it, but I'm sure those who know it will know what I mean. So that's a cool little thing to get, and of course there are a lot of black and pirates.
Remember what Mark Twain said. Writing is easy. All I do is cross out the wrong words.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, there you go. Hello.
I am going to have to minimize my gaming to get this book finished. Grinning, squinting face.
I know, but I bet it's not easy though, is it? You just... You want to write your book. Hey, leave my horse alone, you. You want to be getting your book written, but you also want to be joining with your friends and having a laugh as well, don't you? It's finding the, what's the phrase, happy medium. The best of both worlds. Finding your time to do your writing, because you want to do that.
But it only works if you have the right words hidden in there first.
So you should, you know, you should carry on with the writing, because that's what you're very, very good at. But at the same time, yeah, you want to just be chilling and having fun and having a laugh with your friends on your favourite game. So it's finding that happy medium, I think they call it, isn't it? Being able to do your writing, but having fun as well. Excuse me. Right. So there will be a couple of, and I think I just saw one up there, Sand Reapers to deal with. Oh yeah, there it is. They're only basic these. The boss one is a bit further along on the right, so we're not going to go that far up. Well, we'll have to get rid of you, because you're waddling along to come and try and say hello.
So now I have to knuckle down.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. You made a great start with it and it's going so well, there's no reason why you won't be able to. Because put it this way, we're all not going anywhere. You know, the server will always be there and we'll all always be there as well. To support you in any way that we can.
Thank you, Labs X.
Absolutely. Right. Shall we just have a little nosy here of who's here? Yeah.
No work makes Kathy and a couch potato.
The not salamander, Sand Reaper boss is just around that corner, I believe. So we're not going to. Yeah, you can just kind of see the little nests over there. We're not going to head over there though.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, so true, Kevin.
Gonna have a drink time again, but this is IRL drink time. Oh, excuse me. Might have to get some antibiotics for that cough, I think. It doesn't seem to be shifting itself very well, so... Oh, some of the nests here as well. Want to be careful where we're going there. Don't want to be running up into the the boss just yet. It's this way we want to be going. Alright.
I only tease my friends. Not friends have a tendency to be aggro.
Oh, look at the baby. Little baby Bambi. Yeah, yeah. That's when you know you got a good Dillons here. Just pretty much one taps everything. Oh, hello. Say hello to my friend. No, she missed.
One last look at the salt was all I wanted.
Well, that's what you got. Nah. Nothing of interest. So yeah, this is the Black Galleon, which I will warn you now is pretty dangerous if you're not ready for it. So you certainly have to be ready for it to come on here. I made the mistake one time of having, I think it was steel or hardened steel weapons I had, and
to be a friend.
very basic armour. Thought I'd be alright, just got absolutely swarmed. Was stood at the edge where the ramp is that leads up onto it. Had people surrounding me, somebody came to hit me, did the roll, made the mistake of doing the roll dodge, not realising I was right on the edge, and rolled off and fell to the bottom to my death. Which was on an official server, so it meant I lost everything, so I respawned back at my base and had to get back here. So that was, yeah, rather a note to self moment with that one. Don't stand too close to edge when fighting on Black Galleon. Otherwise you could roll off the edge.
How are you, friend?
How do? Good to see you. Hope you're good. Been enjoying your recent vids on the Purge. Awesome as always. Very informative as well.
It's not just a band, it's a scientific fact. Oh me duck.
Tell the others to go hang themselves.
Well, he's
Wave
nice
and
to
hand.
he's nice to his
Long
Black
dog
Ham.
equals Ushis.
He's nice to his Black Ham friends, isn't he? Tell the others to go hang themselves, he said. Well. Right, so we are here. So we're at the Black Galleon now. Maybe let's head back. Shall we go over this way?
Wow, charming. Why do ducks have feathers?
Why do ducks have feathers? Right, so we're here. Yeah, we don't want to mess with these guys too much.
Buck wax.
We're starting with the jokes, are we? Is it that time already? Well, you're lucky. I haven't got any jokes tonight.
The basket. Plumping up the dog bed.
I haven't got any jokes as yet in my head, so you're quite lucky today. I'm not ready with any yet. Give it time, I might think of one. So, what's down here? Where are we? Let's have a look in this area. We need to discover everywhere anyway. There's a lot of places we haven't been to yet. Or another.
Why can't you trust an
Conan?
atom? Because they make up everything.
Dear me.
face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Hey, I don't know. Yeah, so if nobody has tried Isle of Sipta yet, just wandering around here and looking at the graphics on here again as well, I do highly recommend it, as I'm sure many others would. Absolutely, it's well worth a look. It's so nice compared to this map. Obviously it's not as old as this map, so it's going to be nicer. So if you think Isle of Sipta came out when it did, and that was a map and a DLC if you want to call it that, who knows if they eventually bring another DLC out and it's a new map, that could look even nicer still, because graphics will be even more advanced. So who knows. But before they think about making and adding new stuff, I think they should focus on fixing a few more things first. But we went into those a lot last week.
Toilet paper across the road because it got stuck in a crack.
Oh, goodness me. Someone's been in a knife jar tonight.
But this map draws on the film.
Oh dear me. Pair of curtains went to the doctor, said, "Doctor, I don't feel very well." Doctor says, "Oh, never mind, pull yourself together." There you go. Just thought of one. Terrible, I know. Right, I don't really want to go through Almeria. Rhino country. Let's have a wander around here. Well, not just Rhino.
Face booming.
Not just
Sounds
Rhino.
like my doctor.
Sounds. Oh dear. Oh, it wasn't a rhino, it was an elephant. Sounded like a rhino for a second, but it was an elephant. And that poor old elephant is getting beaten up by a Stygian. Go on, elephant, kill him. You little... Right. I know we use elephant to hide for things. Well, that poor old elephant wasn't doing anything to you. Where are you? Don't get in, please, doing so.
Does anybody know if the siege base is going to go back to being ruins ever again? Revenge Dumbo.
Yeah, too right. There we go. Delancey took care of him. I know we farm elephants normally for their hide, but when they're just going to attack him like that, I'm not going to stand there and witness that and let them get away with it. No chance. Nope.
Bloke goes to the docks with a steering wheel attached to his craft. Doc say what's up. Bloke says to no, but it's driving me nuts.
Get in the corner. Honestly. Tell you. Need to put a leash on you lot. Getting out of hand with these jokes, I tell you.
I like that one. Oh, do get in the basket.
Yep, absolutely. 5 minutes in the basket. Major Dan's not even here either. Tell you. Now, if this was Angar's stream and that was me starting with all them jokes, you lot would be telling me off straight away.
Rolling on the floor. Laughing.
It's all part of the fun, of course. It's so funny. It's like, you lot don't even need prompting, you just do it. Oh. Are you coming at me? Or are you fighting something else? Yes, you are. Oh, ow. Then he tramples all over me. Now there we had no choice because that one attacked us. Oh, Baby elephant.
How did Pinocchio find out he was made of wood? His right hand started smoking.
I have no words.
He warned. I have many, many more.
No. Might need to go for a lie down in a dark room after this stream, I tell you.
Might
Well,
as
no.
well get a key from Thunderfoot.
Seriously, I wouldn't have you guys any other way. I really wouldn't. You're the life and soul of the stream, honestly. Wouldn't have you any other way.
Smiling face with halo, smiling face with halo.
I don't know what it is, but just when Delancey does that, ooh-wah, she reminds me of a Marine. It's like she thinks she's a Royal Marine Commando, the way she says that. Ooh-wah. And of course, a lot of respect goes to our armed forces people, no matter where they are. You know, UK, US, whatever army they fight for. Some very, very brave people. It's not for everybody. Hello, Kitty.
God take you!
I heard another one that way then. And we'll go get that one as well. There we go, see how she does. Oh, here we go, round and round in circles. Oh, watch out, Lindsay. Way! Even though I have my shield up, I just wasn't far back enough still. Oh. See, she's taking next to no damage still. And she's not even level 20 yet. I want to see if she can do it all on her own, rather than me stepping in and helping her.
Let's fly away.
Absolutely she can. Look at that. What damage does she take? Very minor. Bear in mind she's still got a level 20 perk to come yet, so she took very minimal damage to that, and she is the only own gruel at the minute to get her strength up.
Damage is still cranked up.
No, it's not. It's all on the 1.0 or whatever it is. Same as the official.
Last time I fought that critter, it say I had a brain fart. He didn't even fight back against 2 greater crocs.
Ah. That's interesting. Put you on there to keep you safe. Put you on there. You and you. Not with you. Chris on there. Hide in there. There we go. I'm in there as well. Right, so if we're kind of making our way back towards home.
Someone told me that I should write a book. I said, that's a novel concept. And the boss tiger.
Someone told me I should write a boss, that's a novel. Oh dear me.
SMH Kathy Ann.
That's a good one, that one. I like that. A novel idea. Oh.
drink time.
Oh, yep, thank you. What did you have on you? Yeah, I agree with what Angar says on some of his videos and some of his streams as well. Although it's great getting all those paddings, it is kind of a bit like, a little bit excessive when you're getting a few of them. Great if you get one or two, but it's like he said the other week, wasn't it? You could pretty much go out and do a run like we're doing and end up, I think he had it, didn't he, where he could have more or less kitted up 5 or 6 followers just from one run because there was just so much fucking padding. Right, horse is full. If we take... no, not that. No, don't want to get on the horse. Take that back again. Put you on there. You back in.
I was in the chippy and a bloke pushes in front of me. I say, oi, do you like fish? He says yes. I say, well, there's a place at the back of there.
Right, we'll take that back again.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
Excuse me. I tell you what, when I'm sorting inventory outlets and I'm dropping stuff like that, just reminds me of the server now. I can hear all those loot goblins running along behind me, just hoovering it all up, thinking, why has he left that? Why has he left that? Yeah, can hear you all picking it up behind me. The loot goblins that like cleaning everything up. We don't really need it, that's why I didn't bother.
Mentioning no names.
Yeah, exactly. You know who I mean, don't you? Oh, I just heard you growl, but where are you? Oh. It's behind. One hit. There we go. Well done, Delencia. Oh. You want to fight as well.
If my character is level 20, that character has Beast of Burden. I'm an odd loot goblin. It's behind. Nope, it's dead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do like to run the Beast of Burden. This is more of a what I call my follower build, like where I've got a decent bit of stamina, I can carry a little bit, and I've got decent vitality, can do a bit of damage, but I've got Delencia with me. And for the amount of farming I'm going to be doing, I don't feel like I need to pick too much up. Because I do want to be able to do a little bit of damage, even though I know Delencia can do it. I want to still be able to defend myself if I have to as well. And to give me a decent amount of HP. And get the 20 points in authority for Delencia to give her the boost. It just makes it a little easier, really. Right, if we go over this way, have we discovered... No, I don't think we have yet. Let's head over this way. course, there's another big river there. There's an overhang now, we can jump off here. Onto there. Carefully get down here. Where's Delincia?
A crow fodder. I am still convinced. Having too much junk is what causes my game to crash. Hello folks, how's it going? No swan diving.
Troy, good to see you. Doing alright, thank you. Good to see you. But yeah, I know what you mean. So some people like to have
Hi Troy.
the ability to carry everything. If I'm doing a follower build, which is what I call this one, I prefer to be able to just essentially pick up what I want to pick up. Which isn't easy sometimes, because there are a lot of things you can see that you want to keep on you. But typically that's well, excuse me, try and give some to my follower if necessary. And then put some on the horse, or if I get a excuse me, camel eventually, I'll give some to the camel as well, but we've got the... oh, pardon me. That's good, drinking my drink at the same time as talking. The camel, if we've got one. It's just my sort of play style that if I'm out and about with a follower, I don't need to do a ton of damage, but I want to do enough
Do you play on console?
damage.
Then just accept that it's gonna crash. Loot be damned.
You know, yeah, you're trying to... What's coming? Oh, hello. You're trying to... Oh, yeah, if you're trying to avoid issues like that as well, that some people like to be a beast of burden build and get a little bit of a boost from the armour they're wearing and do a little bit of damage.
Farming for mats, so Beast of Burden is good for that. Otherwise I am learning to be picky.
Oh no, it's like we always say, like Angara always says, it's entirely up to you. You know, in the game, what build you go with. What one person likes, somebody else might not do. Oh, hello. Let's take you out since we're here. You know, what suits one person as a build may not suit somebody else. Like I've said before, ouch, that hurt. Where have you gone, Delincia? Get on this boss here. Get on there. Why are you fighting the babies? Come on. Thank you. There we go. Finally. Yeah, it's freedom of choice. Oh, she gone under the water.
I do play single player on console. The crashing is the reason I haven't bothered getting Scepter.
Yeah, it can be a pain when you get the crashing and stuff. Have you tried doing a restore licenses? When your game's crashed and you've reinstalled it, have you tried doing a restore licenses on your PlayStation as well? Come on, Delincia. Because that can also be helpful. Whoa! That can also help. Where's Delincia gone? What's going on? Come on. See, this is what happens. Classic example there when you don't concentrate. This is why not everybody can do streaming, because talking to an audience and trying not to die to a boss is not easy. Oh, it really wants to eat me, this boss does. There we go. Whew. Oh, I can hear the baby crocodile somewhere. But yeah, so where were we? Yeah, it depends how you want to play and what you want to play. You know, as to what style you go for. I will typically use the Beast of Burden build at first if I'm playing on a server or on another community server, so that I can, yeah, like I say, specifically farm materials and what have you, because it is definitely very helpful if you can get to it while you're in the process of building. But then once I'm going out and about, if I want to run a follower build, as I call it, it's typically the setup I've got now, and that applies even with 2 followers. Or if I'm going on my full strength build, which I did the video for, That's no authority whatsoever, and all of my other points are all into strength, obviously. Same with the agility side to it. If I'm on my agility build, all of my points are maxed out in agility rather than strength, and it only has very minimal carry capacity then. Because ideally I'm going out to fight, not to farm. So I will essentially then only pick up what I really need to pick up. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, was it you, Stephen? I think that with the game crashing so much, I've had that in the past where it keeps blue screening and what have you. What I've tend to do is go onto my PlayStation settings and then restore licenses. So you shouldn't lose any progress that you've made. It'll just restore any licenses. Sometimes that has stopped it crashing again for me, or sometimes I've just had to wait until obviously Funcom decide to do an update, and then that obviously, fingers crossed, usually fixes it. Failing that, but it's very frustrating when things don't work right. So I could totally understand where you're coming from there. It's difficult, and I purely only use this.
Did you ever get the PSVR?
No, that's one thing I haven't got.
No, the
No.
save game fails.
Oh, the save game failed. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know with that one then. No, the PSVR, that's one thing I haven't got. But growing up, I've more or less just always been... My very first console was, surprisingly, the PlayStation 1. When I was little. That one my dad bought me for one Christmas. Then, of course, I eventually upgraded to the PS2 with my own saved money when that came out. And the PS3. Excuse me, 1 second. Right, sorry about that, chat. Just having a coughing fit there. Yeah, so PS2. Then I saved up and got the PS3. Eventually the PS4. And then, most recently, when it came out, the
first console was Atari, and then Intellivision.
PS5. Ah. I've heard quite a few people say they had the Atari as their first.
Console, but I did have Spectrum Sinclair ZX. You are still just a kid, lads. My first console was Atari 2600.
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. Still just a big kid. Well, like I say, I would eventually like to do some on PC as well when I'm able to. That's in the future works, hopefully. Might take a little bit of time, but who knows? Excuse me.
Same here. Atari 2600. I don't think my Atari had a number.
Right.
The controller only had one button in my day. I started with Atari 520 STE.
Nice. Interesting. Always interesting, like I say, hearing what consoles or things that people had. Which is why it's so much more thingy for me, trying to, like I say, doesn't mean I'm giving up on console creating and we're going to totally to PC, but it would be nice to do some PC content creation, because certainly graphics wise, it's different. But that is hopefully in the future pipeline. We're just saving up for that at the moment. Something we're not able to just go out and buy outright, unfortunately, because I'm going to need something that's ideal for what I need. Yes, you can get a lot of pre-built PCs on like Amazon, eBay, Argos, PC World, or Currys as it's called now. But a lot of the problem with them is when they're already pre-built, they've not necessarily got everything in it that you need or you want, kind of thing. And going pre-built.
2 years ago I was at a retro game store. This kid saw an old Atari and looked confused by it.
Well, that's me looking at PCs now. I understand what RAM is a little bit and graphics cards, etc. But when it gets into the other stuff,
console was playing in the mud outback.
like when you start getting to 4-core, 8-thread, all this, that, and the other business.
PC or PC specialist.
I don't understand. Yeah, all this 4-core, 12-thread stuff, all this, that, and the other. It's very technical jargon to me, so I'm having to try and learn it. But from what I'm hearing, for something like Conan or for streaming, what I want to do, I only need something probably i5 or i7 processor. Ideally a terabyte storage, if not more, if I can. Decent graphics card. I'm not sure whether I go with Nvidia or somebody else. I don't really know yet, because maybe a few people saying Nvidia are a bit problematic at the minute. And at least 16 gig RAM, because people say 8 gig could do it, but it's not great for streaming, so I need at least 16.
My PC has a tiler, perfect for all you computing needs.
I like that, yeah.
I just asked my son. At 6 at hoop and a stick too. Tell the kids that nowadays they won't believe you.
Oh, I know. They think we're crazy, don't they? Oh, this is who we're here for. Big Rhino, go get him, Dylan's here. So you deal with him. I'll deal with this little crocodile over here. You deal with the Rhino. But yeah, it's something I'm having to do a lot of research and a lot of studying into, as I say, because it's not really something I understand properly yet, but I'm seeking advice from different people and getting some very helpful info from them. So in the not too distant future, you could be seeing me on PC for a stream or a video. I might even do it for a video and see if anybody notices the difference. But it'll be a little while yet before we do.
A button on a loop of thread, very old toy.
And then obviously, also being on PC also opens up other opportunities, doesn't it? You know, especially collab opportunities, which...
I'm hopeless when it comes to tech. Turns out I didn't have my GPU plugged in for 6 months.
Oh, flipping heck. Oh, good grief. Right. Lindsay, can you go and get him first, please? And then I want you to... hold here. I don't want to mess about changing her aggro settings just to run over here. So I'll just tell her to hold there. So I'll grab that book. I don't think we've been here before, have we? Yeah, we may have been according to that, unless it's only just discovered it now. But again, I can't remember if we have or not. So what's better than doing it twice just to make sure? And then
Turns out my CPU on board graphics A, 32 GB of RAM ran Conan perfectly. At Odoo Gaming, what a feeling it was choosing, the winning leaf racing down the stream.
Right, so it says that the 32 gig would run Conan. But obviously if I could get like 64, it'd run it no problem and give me the extra bit of a boost because I'm streaming as well, wouldn't it? Give me the bit extra juice as well. That's good to know, thank you.
Playing wondering who sticks at the local stream.
Right, now there should be... I don't believe it gives a key. It may do, it may not, I'm not sure. If anybody knows whether this dragon gives a key or not, if it's here, let's take it out while we're here. If anybody knows if it does drop a key or not.
A decent mid-tier gaming PC should be enough, considering the age of the game.
Yeah, true. I suppose I'm just thinking something, yeah, mid-range ideally, because obviously it means I'm capable of trying some other things in the future as well. Then.
Don't go by what I say, I'm a Luddite. There's probably other stuff going off. Don't think it does. No key, I believe.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it did. Might as well do it for Delancey for the XP though while we're running through. Get her leveled up a touch more. Play up. Go on. Please fire like the Red Mother though.
God, take you.
That's it, don't run at me, go after her. But yeah, no, I appreciate the advice and the tips that everybody gives. You know, this is what we're all about. All in it together. Not even going to chop that one up. You know, it's very, very much appreciated because more heads are better than one, aren't they? As they say. No one person knows everything, but everybody can know something, at least. Which can definitely help. So I suppose then, while we're running through here, as we haven't covered that subject yet, what is everybody having for their tea/dinner or evening meal, whatever you want to call it, or lunch or whatever, depending on what time of the day it is for you? What's everybody on tonight? Not know what we're doing yet. So what's everybody having, or what have people had? Because I suppose some people may have already eaten. Always interesting to see what people are doing. Hey! Leave the horse alone. Yeah, big bully. Come on, Delancey, you're unaggressive. Why are you not hitting? I feel like followers are kind of bugged at the minute as well. They just stand there taking a beating sometimes. Just don't understand why.
I used to game on PC decades ago. I got really not happy when I had to pay hundreds just to upgrade it to run GTA 3.
Oof.
We had homemade burgers tonight. I got dragged to see you too, and Bono starts slowly clapping his hands and says, "Every time I clap my hands, a child in a third world country dies." They get darky sometimes for me too.
Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, homemade burgers, eh? That sounds good. That sounds lovely. Can't go wrong with homemade burgers. Absolutely not.
good one, Odu.
You go get him, please. Yeah, good one, Odu. That was good.
A crow fodder, I thank you. I'm here all week.
Oh, don't want to be going up there when it's too much of the corruption. Oh, hello. There we go. What level are you now? She's creeping up slowly. Still not quite there, but she's creeping up.
The gods take you!
Right. There we go. This is always a nice little run to do. You can bring your followers through the unnamed city and level them up. That wasn't you leveled, no it wasn't. It was you. Horse is doing pretty well as well, which is nice. Right. Take out that one first. I think she took them both in one blow then. Yeah, she did. Very nice. Next one, Guardian of the Flame, or Flame Guardian. I believe he's called Guardian of the Flame, is he? Or Torch Guardian. I don't know his actual name because it doesn't give us that on here.
Raveth in the week, why not a Las Vegas residency?
Alright, Dylan, so you go get him. While she deals with the big guy in the middle. We'll deal with the excuse me, little guys around the side. You alright there, Dylan? There we go. Of course she's alright. No, can you? Why can't I access his inventory? Come out the way, Delancia. No. Go over there. Move over there. Okay. Right, I'll take that. Definitely take the fragment. Not really anything else there we want. Of course now I'm over encumbered.
She likes being close to you.
I think she does, yeah. Yeah. That's why they say she's great for close protection. She'll never let you down. She'll always be by your side. Don't want to let you get hurt. That's a bit of silver, but we've got enough of that at the moment, so I'm not going to bother. Right. Before we forget to take a horse with us again, we'll collect them. I reckon while we're here, we need to go do the Red Mother again, don't we? See what she drops this time. Start casting your votes for the Red Mother. What do we reckon she's going to drop us? What do we think we're going to get? The one thing I don't like about these skeletons, they're just relentless. I don't understand why they're programmed like that, they just constantly hit.
I vote bow.
You think the bow? Yeah. Possible. Excuse me, I mean, what is We've got the bow, we've got the spear, throwing axes, torch of course.
Ladies and gentlefolk, can we please click the like button? Red heart. Helmet.
Helmet, yep, that's another one. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Or as we say, hit the like button gently. Yeah, very much
I'm an
appreciated.
optimistic. Torch.
Oh,
Time.
we're optimistic on the torch, eh? I like it. There we go.
Boots.
Some different ones, huh? Let's see. Gonna clear these guys
Place
out.
their bets.
Yeah, place your bets. See what I mean? Your follower doesn't even get, even when they're on aggressive, just doesn't even get a chance. Will you leave the horse alone? You lot are obsessed with going after the horses, honestly.
But Kathy and I always hit it as soon as I join. I'm too much of a stoner to remember to do it later. What about you lads?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the helmet.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, no, thank you all of you. The likes are very much appreciated, as is all the chat and all the help and advice and tips that we all give each other. And of course the link for the merch store is there if anybody is interested. If you think of something that you think you would like from our merch that isn't in there, and you've kind of had a look through, if you have had a look and you kind of think, oh, if only they had one of them, let me know what it would be, and if it is something that we could get, can't guarantee it will be, but if it's something we could potentially get hold of and, excuse me, turn into a piece of merch, then we will certainly have a look into it, because we are always looking at adding new things and expanding it. Obviously, as I say, we are working on the summer collection at the moment, which should be here very soon. But if you think, oh, they don't have any of them in, and I'd like one of them, then obviously do let us know. And of course, as I always say, I do not expect people to purchase anything, you know, it's not, you're under no obligation whatsoever already, but it's just a way that you can help to support the channel, because as I've said before, anything that is made...
If I wasn't between jobs, I'd want a bandana. I'm bald S.
anything that is made through the store, and then eventually donations or other things like that, that we'll eventually look into. Anything that is done in that way doesn't just go to me, obviously it goes towards upgrading the channel in some way, like getting us, whether it's, you know, DLCs for Conan or Battle Pass items essentially, well not Battle Pass items, Bazaar items rather, or
I need a new drink cup for the car.
saving towards a PC, you know, if you guys would like to contribute towards that, that is a way that, by you purchasing something, if you're able to, of course, I don't expect people to do, as I say, but if you sort of think, I'd like to be able to help fund the PC fund, shall I say, a little bit kind of thing, which is going to take a long while, I understand that, because they're not cheap, but every little contribution helps. And then of course I will obviously make a point of mentioning anybody who has supported in that way, who will get a mention of course. But like I say, there's no pressure whatsoever, because I'm not here for that. I'm mainly here to have fun with you guys and to have a laugh and bring you content on your favourite game that you enjoy. And I enjoy playing it myself as well, of course. Right, let's see what we got. Fragment of power. There we go. Whatever it was that said. Whoever said helmet, good shout. The horn helmet. I'll just ask Delancey to
Blades
carry
or
that
helmet.
for a minute.
No pressure, but if you don't, you are going to hell.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's that extreme. No, absolutely not. Don't worry.
Kathy wins the horned helmet.
Yeah, you called it. She's got that sixth sense. You just did, you know, she knows. Right, let's make our way off this way and around here. Seeing as there's one more boss to do. Well, not one more, there are more bosses in here than this, obviously, but
I
there's...
have a deal with Satan. I'm looking forward to having a new job. I'm buying a lottery ticket tomorrow.
Well, good luck.
Take you.
Hope you pick your lucky numbers and hope you win.
Die. You take the
Honestly,
wrong
that was a
fight.
proper funny fight, wasn't it? He'd slap her once, she hit him back, he'd do it again, she hit him back. Never known them be like that. That was gloves and a fragment. What's that? Golden nugget. Yeah, not bothered about any of them. Oh, of course, we've got the scorpion just out here as well that we could do. Wait a minute, so you give a key as well. I'm running off and not chopping him up. Where was he? Anything we don't need there. Don't need the fangs. Don't need that.
Why do people say, I'm buying a lottery ticket, when they just used up all the luck? Slacking labs.
I know, right? Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. I was slacking, you're right. Padding on there. There we go. Right. Off we go. Okie dokie.
I'm hoping I still have a little bit left. Crossed fingers, crossed fingers.
I'm sure you will. See, and that's another reason why I want to run my streams through a PC as well, because with the delay with the chat, I've got it on my phone, and when I'm talking and I watch it on my phone, it's at least like, for me it's about 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds delayed, which is why sometimes it sounds like I go quiet for a minute or two, because
I
I'm
love that crack of sunlight through that opening in the wall.
waiting for the chat to catch up for me from when you guys are obviously putting it in chat, from answering me or I'm answering you. It's a bit delayed. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does look nice, that. Excuse me. Yes, it does look nice when it comes through like that, the sun.
People
Right.
who are lucky use up the luck that the unlucky people didn't get.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Right, make our way over here. Because yes, there's
Duncan did right.
no chest with this boss anymore, but there is a chance of a key. Well, there is a key, of course, that we can get. That's if they're up there. I can't see the tail. Alright. Oh yes, they are.
Are you
So-
still sick? Dude, you gotta give up the cigars. If it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any at all.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be that really bad cold that I had last week has just, it's gone to my chest and I just can't shift this cough for some reason. So I think I'm going to have to go to the doctors or ring up the doctors and get some antibiotics to try and clear it. Which is, yeah, bit of a pain.
Same here, Kevin.
But in myself I feel fine now. It's just that's delayed, unfortunately.
Die!
When it goes to your chest sometimes it's harder to clear.
Go for a checkup.
But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to do that, I think. Because it shouldn't still be lingering now like it is after all over a week ago. And I've not had it like that for a long time, where I've had a cold and it's lingered like that. So yes, I will have to go and get it checked out, I think. Or I'll certainly do it over the phone anyway.
You probably need some expectorant to help you clear your chest.
Yeah, probably do. But we shall get sorted, of course.
At Crow Fodder we are lucky we found CE militians didn't. Rum works well.
Rum works well. Yeah, just a pity I'm not a fan of it, unfortunately. Don't
My
even
luck
like.
is so crap I lost $60 swatting for a free drink at a casino. I was lazily minimum betting.
We got another video out today or coming out. I'll do. If you have, do feel free to share a little plug for it with everybody. You're more than welcome.
What is your game of choice at Crow?
So if you have got another Purge video coming up, I'll do feel free to
At Crow Fodder.
do a cheeky little plug for it. Absolutely don't mind.
Out about 4 hours ago.
Oh right, it's already out, is it? Well, cool. So there you go, folks. If you haven't seen Aldu's latest video, do check it out. I've got to watch that one yet. Didn't actually realise he had one out as yet, but
So flippin' fun.
I shall. Why am I trying to hit when I'm not even it? That's the wrong button. I want the command button. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out after stream. I'll do. And again, to anybody that hasn't seen it, do go check it out. Leave a comment, leave a like. I'm sure I'll appreciate it. Shows him that all that hard work he puts in.
My game of choice is anything I don't put money into without being able to take it home with me.
I'm sure Aldu would appreciate all the support on it. All the comments and the likes and the share, of course. Do share it as well. Or as he would say, do him a favour and give the like button a little tickle, you know.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Definitely deserves the support. This is what we're all about. We're all in this together. One big happy family. No point being in competition because essentially we're all sharing content on the same game but about different subjects within the same game. Like, I don't typically cover the Purge, whereas Aldu does. Which is why I say, if you want to know your Purge stuff, Aldu's the one to go to. Because I don't particularly do a lot with the Purge, and I've done some of it and
Tickled the like button for you, Odu.
covered it, but I don't cover it and go into detail with it like Aldu does. Mine's more of a live streams like this, and then a bit of a
Sign of the horns, thumbs up.
tips and tricks kind of videos and guides. That's more my what I feel seems to work best for me and what I enjoy doing. Come on, Dylan, see wakey wakey. There we go. And of course, if you are somebody that reads and you like a good book,
Anytime, buddy.
do check out Cathy Ann's books. I believe they're on Amazon. Give them a read. I'm sure she would appreciate the support there as well, as a rather good writer, shall we say, and rather interesting. And I know Jem's reading her books at the minute and is really enjoying it. So if you're somebody who likes reading, definitely check them out. Absolutely recommend it. And I'm sure the support will help her out as well, knowing that people are enjoying her stories. And I know she's currently writing the next one at the moment.
The Black Cat Chronicles, The Beginnings by C.A. Mannix.
Yep, there you go.
Thanks, lads.
Ah, you're absolutely welcome. So like I say, if you like a good read, definitely check them out. I think it's book 3 she's working on at the minute, so if you haven't read 1 and 2, why haven't you? And you want to hurry up and get them read, because otherwise number 3 will be out and you'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Sorry, got to go. Dinner's here. Good night all. Thanks, lads.
No worries,
I
Stephen.
literally just googled it. Black Cat Chronicles was the first thing that came up.
No worries, Stephen. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your food and we will catch you next time. Yeah, I really like that name for those books. The Black Cat
Take it easy,
Chronicles.
Stephen. Enjoy.
It's a really good name, that.
Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, run around. Ow. Try and get a sneaky hit in when I can. Getting corruption now because of that guy. Because of course they give you corruption. So we'll take that and that. We'll let Delancia finish up what she's doing. Pop the
I am
camera
going
up
to
a bit.
try and get them onto other platforms like Kobo, Barnes and Noble, etc.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The more options that are out there, the more people get to see it. And so they should. Because you should be proud of yourself. Because I'm not going to say anything obviously, but because of going through what you've gone through and being able to use those experiences to help you write it is just an inspiration. Keep it up. Ow. This guy keeps pinning me up. Oh, have you not killed the boss yet, Delancia? Come on. Ow. Was that just me, chat, or was he just punching then? Instead of using his weapon? I feel like he was just punching then.
Thanks. He's one of the bugged bosses.
I thought it was. Don't need that. Don't need the chitting at the minute, or kiting, whatever you want to call it. Kiting, chitting, everybody gives it a different name. Well, yeah, I know that is an issue on Citra as well, on console, the same as PC, where the grey ones are actually punching instead of pulling the weapon out as well. Just as Angar discovered on PC, they're doing that on console as well, which is quite funny. So yeah, how are you doing now, young lady? She's creeping up, almost 18. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's heard anything yet, but I haven't heard anything yet. Excuse me, as to what the next age is going to be. I would have thought we would have potentially heard something by now. Or started to get hints or clues towards what it's going to be.
Labs drink time.
Oh, thank you, Cathy Ann. We'll do in just a second. Thank you. There we
A
go.
little more stability in the game would be more welcome than new content, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely, Crow. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Fix what's currently here and get it working properly before you worry about all the new stuff.
Kevin.
Oh, was it Kevin that said it? Sorry, I didn't see what the name was.
Question: how did you come up with Game Labs for a channel name?
How did I come up with Game Labs for the channel name? That is a good question.
They should leave Almeria in ruins and continue on with the Age of the Hunt.
How did I come up with
Crowfogger
it?
is Kevin.
Oh, right, got you. Thank you. Right. I see. That's why
I
they
am
give you.
Bro, but my name is Kevin IRL.
I got you. Right. That's why I was getting mixed up when I'm thinking talking to two different people. Apologies. Oh dear me. It kind of came about, going back to how did I come up with the name, kind of the little symbol that I have on the badge was it sort of reminded us, as myself and Jem, of like a scientific, like test item, if you will, kind of thing, and
Troika's still smouldering on my game lol.
thought, well, it's games that I'm going to be playing, so we thought game. We tried some other different names, but obviously a lot of them were typically already taken, and then we thought we don't want to call it labs as in LABS, because like as in a scientific labs, so we thought what about the Z instead? We kind of looked at it a few times, and Jem came up with the logo, and then we thought Game Labs, that sounds pretty different and unique, and it just kind of stuck. And then people who I already had following me when it was Andy's Game Gems, which was
Love the
okay,
diddly-do.
so I thought at the time, stayed with me, and obviously it's still here now, and it just seems to be, since I changed the name to Game Labs, it seems to work a lot better, and we seem to have grown a lot quicker, which is really, really good. And yes, I haven't had as many videos out just recently, for one reason and another, but seeing some really good growth with the channel, and especially that it's also starting to be, now that we're getting close to 880, I believe it is.
I love
Which-
how people in the UK say Z instead of just Z. Sign of the horns.
I think, you know, as we all know, we're on that journey as we all are, and I certainly still believe that before the end of this year, before this year's out, that I will be at the 1,000 at least, if not just over it. Because I have been seeing a lot of new people coming in and joining us, which is really, really good. You know, people that didn't have to support me, and I say it all the time. When I look back to when I first thought about doing YouTube and heard myself on my first videos and thought, who's going to want to sit and listen to me? How am I entertaining compared to some other people out there? And here I am, you know, almost 880 subs later, still going. And that's made me realise that, you know, if this is what people like and what people want, then that's what they're going to get. They obviously like my content, and they obviously like it because of me as a person, and obviously my style that I do, because
The voice lady said, she messed me up.
I've kind of
your own voice.
had to kind of discover, like my channel at first I did a lot of Let's Play series. Yes, I'm doing a kind of Let's Play now, but this is on a stream, so it's just really playing the game and chatting to you guys. So it's more of a chat with community and Let's Play style of stream.
Hand, I want to listen.
It's not really a Let's Play style of series where I'm explaining everything properly, I suppose. But I was finding, even though I tried 2 or 3 times with those, when I was throwing in some like beginner's guide videos, or like tutorial videos if you will, or
is the way it is said.
Tips and tricks kind of thing, those type of videos, or like my strength build or my agility build or my follower builds that I've done, those type of videos for me seem to be getting the most views. So that started to say to me that maybe I need to gear my content more towards those type of videos, because they seem to be what's getting the views, rather than doing the Let's Play style. So other than the live stream, which is more a you guys time and me just playing the game, so it's a community get together, let's call it, or a community playthrough. It's my content is going to be more focused around the sort of guides and tips and tricks, which yes, I do still have a tips and tricks video in mind, which is hopefully going to get recorded soon, now that the once the voice gets a bit better and I'm able to get it recorded, because there are some interesting ones in there, or I feel like there are a couple of interesting bits and pieces in there which will be interesting to people, I hope. So that will hopefully be here very soon. I'm hoping, if my voice holds up now, that I'll be able to get that recorded this week at some point. Well, this week coming up. I'm going to use that now just for the carry capacity, which is kind of helpful. Saves me dumping anything. So yeah, I did intend that one to be out a couple of weeks ago, but then when I came down with this cold, hence why I have to keep having a drink, and I seem like I'm struggling a bit at times now because of it. I just haven't been able to get it recorded because my voice just isn't holding up for it.
As a creator, what recording system and mic do you recommend?
What system and mic do I recommend? It all depends system wise. What are you wanting to make? If you're going to be a content creator for YouTube or what have you, what are you wanting to do it on? Are you doing it on PC? Because sort of build wise for a PC I don't really know, because I don't actually do it on PC at the moment. The only thing I use my PC for is my thumbnails and sort of adding the end screens and scheduling the video, etc. I use a software called Canva, which is free with certain amounts of things on it, but then you do pay monthly for it if you want some of the more premium items, like the ability to remove the background if you're trying to put a character onto an image. But stream wise and video wise, I literally use the PS5 now if you're on PS5, and I just use the built-in broadcast feature, which allows me to go live, because I just have to link to either Twitch or YouTube, whatever I'm going to use, and then just add the title, description and tags and what have you, then hit go live, and literally I am live like I am now. And I use the built-in recording software for the PS5 for making the videos, And then another feature that comes with the PS5 is called Share Factory, which is limited probably compared to what some PC software would allow you to do, but typically I try to keep my videos to no more than 40 minutes max if I can, so that allows me to save all my recordings when I'm done, then edit them down a bit and chop out the bits I don't want, and then edit it all on there, upload it to YouTube, do a title, description, etc, upload it to YouTube, and then as I say I do the thumbnail and end screens on the PC. So that's with that. Microphone wise, when I very first started out I was using the same headset I'm actually wearing now, which is the Astro A20s, which I believe are around £70 for me. I think they're off Amazon. You can get Astro A50s, which are even dearer, but these seem to be perfectly fine. Wireless headphones that you just plug into your console with a USB drive that comes with them. But then my most recent videos for the past 6 to 8 months, maybe a bit longer, I can't remember how long I've had it now, but the actual mic I use now is called the Rocat Torch, which is a USB microphone again, and it's just sat on a little arm in front of me, linked into its base that it comes with, and then again plugged in via USB to my console, which now means I can have the mic on the headset folded up so that I don't use that one, and I'm just using the Rocat Torch as my microphone. You don't need to necessarily invest in a really good mic straight away. If you can kind of do it and budget for it, then something like that, the Rocat Torch.
For PC, OBS for recording, DaVinci Resolve for editing, which is so confusing to start with and still is. Personally I have the HyperX, so
Yeah, there you go, thanks, I'll
I'm
do.
on PC, going to TiOps for recording. Astro A20. I'll check them out, thanks.
Yeah, and the Astro A20 should still work on your PC as well. All you need to do is put the USB, I call it a USB drive, I mean it's not a drive, but the bit that makes them work, just into one of your USB ports on the back of your PC, and it should hopefully recognise them in your settings. And they're actually really good, they're very comfortable, the audio quality is really good on them. Yes, the mic isn't super fantastic, but it's not as bad as some cheaper headsets. So if you're going to use that at first, or if you can manage to invest in something like the Rocat Torch. I got mine off Amazon for around about £80 or £90 I think it was, possibly at the time.
Thanks, lads.
And you can get it, obviously it comes with a stand and buttons that you can alter the way it sounds and the volume, etc. Just as it is, or excuse me, sometimes you can get it to come with a boom arm, which is what mine's clipped on at the moment, so it just raises it up a bit off my cupboard so it's a bit nearer to my mouth so you can all hear me a bit clearer. So that's what I use at the moment. And again, when I go to PC content, it'll be the same mic that I use on there, but hopefully I'll sound even better again because the mic will be working through OBS and through the PC this time, so I'll be able to add some filters to it. But that's all future fun and games that are still to come yet. But yeah, not a problem. That's what I use. Took a little while, like I say, to upgrade from the headset mic to the mic that I have now, but the key thing is not to worry too much early on. So long as your mic is decent, you know, it doesn't need to be a top of the line thing, but as long as it's decent and people can understand what you're saying if that's what you're going to be doing, and as long as your video quality is decent enough of what you're recording. My only piece of advice really with regards to videos, if it's videos you're going to make, would be ideally try and keep them 20 to 30 minutes, up to 40 if you have to at a push, but typically what I'm learning is anything 30 minute and below is pretty much good for, as we all know, you know, our attention spans that we have as humans. So 30 minutes or less ideally, but if you have to go on a bit longer because you've got so much to fit in, so be it. But I would certainly try and avoid being 45 minutes to an hour long. Try and keep it down to below 30 minutes if you can. And try not to have like a really big intro as such or anything. Now, the way Audu does it, obviously he has an intro at the beginning of his video, but his little intro screen and music is extremely short, so it announces his channel and who he is, but it's then straight on to him talking and straight into the whole point of what the video is. Because if your intro's too long and you've got a lot of music playing in the background going for, you know, a minute or 2 minutes or whatever, people can switch off from that and then not even get to your main content that you want them to see. So just a quick snappy intro, kind of like what Audu does, you'll be perfectly fine. That's where I kind of do mine a bit more like Angar does, where it's the other way around, where the video will start straight away, and then I have more of an outro, more than an intro, where it's the music that I try and keep to the same piece, that kind of fades in as I'm finishing up the video, and then obviously shows the end screen or screens of the next video that I'd like people to go and watch, kind of thing. That's what I've kind of learnt with it and what I would recommend. But the big thing is have fun with it. Just enjoy doing what you're doing. Just enjoy it. Excuse me. Don't be afraid to try different things and experiment. And you know, you'll probably hear yourself on the first couple that you do when you listen back to them, and
Angar has a great setup.
you know, think, oh, you can't stand the way you sound, or oh, God blimey, I sound awful. Because you probably will say that to yourself on your first couple of videos, because like I said, that's what I did. On my first couple of videos I was thinking, oh, blooming heck, who's going to want to listen to me? I sound alright, flipping miserable, grumpy so-and-so. But just, you know, tell yourself, remember, it all comes with practice. People tell me now in my live streams when I'm talking, I sound a lot more confident now back than what I did at the very beginning. And that is all just through practice and experience.
I need to lean to relax and it'll be fun.
Yeah, that is the key thing with it, is just have fun with it. And depending on what your video is, if it's a let's play type video, try and forget that you're talking to an audience, even though nobody answers you like you guys are with me now. And it took me a while to do this, but you just got to get into your head the mindset that you're talking to an audience that will be watching your video at that time. But the key thing is, as long as you get your message across of what you're trying to get across, you know, and it's clear and simple, and people will understand what you're trying to say. And thank you. Thank you. As long as people get the whole point of what your video is all about, and that, you know, you don't go off on a tangent, you don't stray away from what you're actually trying to tell people.
Do what I do and get drunk before recording and keep forgetting what's going on.
Yeah, you could try that as well. Yeah. You know, maybe make yourself some notes, have some notes at the side of you so you've kind of got an idea of what you want to say, so that you're not pressing record and then sitting there thinking, how do I start? And like with the whole asking people to like and subscribe, what have you, a thing I've learnt from other creators and from watching other videos from people who help people grow YouTube channels is, don't, the second you jump in, like, hello everybody, thanks for watching, today we're talking about so and so, please subscribe to me, please like the video. That's kind of a bit daft, because
just get drunk and avoid any effort.
You're asking somebody to like your video that they've not even seen yet. You're asking them to subscribe to when they don't even know what you like yet or what you're talking about. So there's two ways you can do that. You can either wait till the very end and do as I've done sometimes, where you can say, like, you know, where you can sort of say, that's it for this one, guys, thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed. If you did like what you see, please consider subscribing, please consider leaving me a like. It's free for you to do, helps me out a lot, and I would really appreciate your support, kind of thing. That's your little cheeky plug that you can kind of do at the end. Or you could have it halfway through, you know, where you're going along and halfway through your video.
Back next time and try it out. I haven't had one in a while.
Or halfway through your video, you could have a little cut to a different scene where it's you and your character stood somewhere different or whatever, if that's what you're doing. and just say, hey, by the way guys, if you do enjoy this type of content, please do consider subscribing to me. It's totally free for you to do, helps me out a bunch. And while you're there, why not leave a like, leave a comment. All your comments of support are very much appreciated. Try those different things like that. Yep, see, Delancey's taking the fall bug coming out of there, so she's taking a big hit to her health. And that was leaving the dungeon this time.
Hi, Teddy.
Teddy, hello, good to see you. Welcome on in. Well, yeah, there's people I've heard who have literally the video started and the first thing they've said is like, I'm new to this, please subscribe to me, please leave me a like, please leave me a comment. And it's like, hold on a minute. I don't know who you are yet, I don't know what your content's about. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it yet.
Like,
you know.
share and subscribe, otherwise I'm sending the Dusty Dozen round.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Like how Dave says, I'll send the Dusty Dozen round otherwise. Absolutely, yeah. You know, because that's what I've learned with it, isn't it? Of course you want people to watch your content, you want them to support you, because you're trying to grow a channel, and if like me you eventually want to turn it into a business, that's the only way you're going to get there. But the last thing you want to do, it's more of a request,
Waving hand.
you know, or it's a call to action, I think they call it on YouTube. So like at the end how you say, like I've done it with some in the past where I did it with my Thrall Guide videos. So like in my one where I was talking about once you've got a follower, how to level them, what's good gear for them, what's good weapons for them,
I would simply insinuate that it would be good karma to hit the like button.
how to get them to follow you, etc. Those type of things. That, you know, so alright, you've seen what these followers are and what they're like and how they work, but then I would end that video as I did with like, okay, so you've seen how that all works. If you want to know how to get these followers, check out this video on screen. And that way, that you're plugging your next video, but you're also giving a call to action, or a hook, as they call it. So you're not, you know, like I would say, and in the interim, check out one of the videos on screen. So in other words, between his next video, why not check out this one? So you're self-promoting yourself and plugging your channel, but you're making it more of a hook or a request rather than a you must go and watch my next video or you have to watch this. You know, because you don't want to come across that you're telling people what to do. You're asking them to go and watch your next video or to support you. You know, because there's nothing worse than watching somebody's video or watching a stream and that person just sits there all the time going, you're not subscribed to me yet, there's 16 people here watching and 14 of you aren't subscribed, why not? Because you've got to remember, your audience are only going to watch you because they want to watch your content that you make, because they like the content that you make and the person that you are. You know, you can't force people to follow you, you've got to ask them to follow you if they want to do, just as you guys do with me, and I appreciate each and every one of you and value you all very highly. You know, that's what you've got to do. Like I'm sure Angar did with his channel. So the worst thing you could do, or anybody could do at the start of a stream, or the start of a video, is like, hi guys, welcome to another video, please sub to me, like I say, because it's like, hang on a minute. It's alright if that's one of us, we could probably laugh about that and just smile about it and brush it off kind of thing, but to somebody who's never seen your content before, to me that would come across a little bit pushy. If I was finding somebody new for the first time, I'd think, hold on a minute, I don't even know you yet. So you could either, yeah, plug it halfway or leave it to the very end and just ask people to do so. And typically, if a lot of the people like what you do, they will do. Because if it creates a question, because like where I did that video talking about followers and like the high level people like Delancey, what their damage numbers are, etc., and why they're good, because I said at the end of that video, I would have been, to me as a viewer, that would have been leaving a question in my head saying, well, alright, you've done this video, talking about this follower, but then I'd be getting a question in my head and saying, but how do I get that follower? So me as the creator, by saying, if you want to know how to get this follower, check out this video on screen now, I'm answering your question. But not only am I answering your question by giving you that said video to go and look at, I'm getting you to watch more of my content. You're watching another one of my videos. I'm getting more views on my videos because I've answered your question. So it's all a steep learning curve, like with anything. But like I always say, with any of it, have fun with it, enjoy it. And if it's whatever the game is, if it's Conan or it's anything else, whatever it is, if it's a game you love and a game you enjoy, and you want to share that passion with others, just share it. You'll get the good comments, you'll get the okay comments, you'll get the odd negative comment like, try playing the game a bit.
Before. There are a lot of creators out there, and we tend to gravitate towards certain ones. And great advice.
Yeah, exactly. I used to watch a few different people that I learnt a couple of bits from and then kind of went off just because of their style, the way they did things, and then I found Angar's channel. And, as I keep saying, never did I expect things to go the way it did and him to sort of take me under his wing a little bit like he has and help me out like he has, like with others. Like Audu and obviously Bulwark and a few others. You know, he doesn't have to do that. I don't have to help people out if I don't want to do, but that's my way of saying thank you to those who have helped me and who have supported me. Yes, I'm nowhere near as experienced as someone like Angar yet, or I've certainly got nowhere near as many followers as him yet. But if I can give back a bit of something, it's nice to be getting to that point now where I can be somebody who is in the bigger step, if you will, that can now start helping others and can give good advice. Because again, like we all say at the end of the day, it is just advice. What works for me may not work for you. But it's all about just be yourself, enjoy the game that you're playing, share your knowledge or your tips or your tricks that you've got for people.
For me seem to help bolster the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
You're well on your way, my friend.
You know, and if you can get to know other creators, like, you know, I still remember that day. I can't remember which Sunday it was, but I still remember that day when Angar just stopped a minute and he didn't say anything. And he just sort of said, give me 1 second here, chat. And the next minute, there was a link for Bulwark's channel, my channel, and there were some others in there as well, Tickety Dow Do and some other people. And I was just blown away by that because he didn't have to do that. I'd only been joining his chat a few times and chatting with people and getting to know people, and he didn't have to recommend my channel like he did, and it's an incredible journey. It's good fun. I enjoy it because I enjoy the game as much as there's the frustrations and the difficulties with it. Doesn't mean we'll always stick with Conan, you know, we will potentially look at other games.
And shout out from you or Angar, my subs creep up a little faster.
Oh, well that's nice, good to know how to do. You know, because that's what I believe we should do. When we all support each other like we do, there's no harm in giving somebody else a shout out or a mention in a video, you know. You're not damaging your own channel, and you're not damaging that person's channel. If anything, you're helping them out. You're sort of saying, I don't focus on this particular thing, like Angar does a lot of guides, so if you want to know a guide series, go check him out. Because I don't see YouTube as a competition. When it's the same game, I think we should all be in it as a family, because we'll all tell that we might do similar content at times, but we'll tell it a different way to how the other person tells it. And the way one person says it will make sense to one person, but the way another person comes across with it will be different to somebody else. It's the way it goes. Like you say, we all pick different people who we tend to gravitate more, and it's nice how I've heard a lot of people say recently that there's only like Audu, Angar, myself and Bulwark at times, and maybe only other couple of other people that people do watch, which for me to be included in that select few reminds me that, you know, this is all worth doing, it's all worthwhile. that work you put in and that effort you put in is
You
actually
are
worth it.
a family. I'll be the drunken uncle.
Yeah, there you go, I'll do. Yeah. Kathy Ann's the mother because she looks after us all and makes sure we keep eating and drinking. And yeah, I'll do can be the drunken uncle, there we go. Yeah, absolutely. And there we go. Once again, we've all been here chatting away, which is what it's all about, obviously. And we've played a bit more of the game, because surprisingly, once again, it's 9 o'clock. That's another 2 hours done. So, as far as I know, we will have Angar back on Sunday, for Sunday, with his stream, 8 o'clock.
I'll be the long-lost cousin.
So I'll be there hopefully in his chat as well, to chat with any of you who are there as well. And then you lucky folk, for the next 2 weeks after that, are stuck with me on a Friday 7 till 9, and then Sunday 8 till 10, because Angar will be over in Germany for the football. So you get a day off on this Sunday for me rambling on for 2 hours, but then 2 weeks after that, you get me on a Friday and a Sunday. Oh, you lucky people. Anyway, guys, that is just about it for another one. Thank you so much again, one and all, for being here. Hope you've enjoyed it, hope you've had fun. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already,
Like button when you join the stream.
and
Be a reminder to hit it now.
until I see you
Thanks for the great stream.
either in the chat or next week, on next week's stream, we'll say farewell, bye bye for now.
Cheers lads, cheers everyone. May your gods go with you. Take it steady, I'll see you later, waving hand. Good night all. It was good to chat with you all, good night.